The featured company is a paid client of Proactive Group Holdings, and this recording is disseminated by Proactive on its behalf.
As you know, we had a PEA on the property. We had already done about 30 to 35,000 meters of drilling to get to the PEA. The PEA was drilled at 100-meter centers. So now to advance the resource from inferred and indicated up to indicated and measured, which is what is required to advance the property, through to a feasibility study.
Very welcome back inside our Proactive newsroom. Joining me now on the road is John Passalacqua. He is the CEO of Phosphate Corp. John, and I know you're busy today. Thanks for giving us a couple of minutes.
Yeah, thank you for having me, Steve.
So big news out from the company that you have completed your drilling program, 40,000 meters in total. Must be a pretty exciting moment for you, John.
Yeah, look, it's the end of a 6-month drill program. We started this back in October of last year. We told the markets that we would have it by April. We've had it by April, and also we've completed an extra 33% on the drill program thanks to some great new discoveries.
And you've hit all areas of there. You mentioned the new discovery as well. So this is all leading towards finishing off a report. But let's talk about the drilling first. As I mentioned, you were all over the property.
Yeah, so basically, as you know, we had a PEA on the property. We had already done about 30 to 35,000 meters of drilling to get to the PEA. The PEA was drilled at 100-meter centers. So now to advance the resource from inferred and indicated up to indicated and measured, which is what is required to advance the property, through to a feasibility study, we had to do this infill drilling. So we drilled at 50-meter centers. So basically, it's just to confirm everything that's already there, move up the resources to what's required for feasibility. And at the same time, we also found some great new areas that we wanted to explore. So we added an extra 10,000 meters to the drill program.
Yeah, those are in the northern and southern zones of the property. So it shows that there's scale and size to this, right, John?
Yeah, look, I mean, it's always been a very good resource, but now we're just discovering a little bit more of it. But this is normal stuff, You'll never know exactly where a resource is, no matter what type of mineral it is. At some point, you just have to can it, and you have to, get into your feasibility study. But at least to give us the chance to, expand the resource a little bit here before we move into the feasibility study. And it's just great geological information that informs the engineering and everything else. We know that basically now, the resource is probably close to the north, close to the west. It tapers off to the south, but we know that there's more resource to the east. So it just helps us to develop the pits and the engineering of the mine around the fact that there's more resource to the east. So we just got to explore that a little bit more while we continue forward to finalize the 3D model here to move into the feasibility study.
Okay, and lastly, John, I know it's a bit bittersweet because you're very excited about the drilling and what you've discovered there, but also it was really the last one for a very big part of your team who's retiring.
Yeah, it's Gilles Laverdiere has led this through from initial discovery all the way to we are now. The entire exploration program, he put off his retirement by 3 years for us. We really appreciate it, but he really wanted to get this to the level where it had to be. Gilles is an exploratory geologist, so he took this right through from exploration all the way to the definition of the model. And now we have Steve Lavoie coming over from Agnico Eagle Mines, where he's had a lot of experience in engineering led geology, production geology, to lead us to the next level, right, where you take this wonderful resource that's been identified and you start to can it into something that can become a mine.
All right, we'll leave it there, John. Thanks for the time. Appreciate it. On you go.
Yeah, thank you so much. Really appreciate it, Steve. Always great to be here.
All right, John Passalacqua, the CEO of Phosphate Corp.
The featured company is a paid client of Proactive Group Holdings, and this recording is disseminated by Proactive on its behalf. It is for informational purposes only and does not constitute investment advice, an offer, or a solicitation to buy or sell any securities. Viewers should conduct their own research and consult a qualified financial advisor before making investment decisions. The views expressed are those of the speaker and do not necessarily reflect those of Proactive Group Holdings, trading as Proactive Investors or its affiliates. No responsibility is accepted for any loss arising from reliance on the information presented.